Nice.
What is up, everybody? GameFoolJay here, and yes, we are finally back with another video. It's probably not the video you were expecting, being a spoiler video for Dashie's Paranormal, or those of you who like the gameplay videos, those types of videos. They are coming, and we'll talk about that here. But before we do, I wanted to release a new video just to talk about updates on myself, updates on some projects that I've been working on, and of course, the status and updates of Dashie's Puh-ranormal activity. To start, I wanted to just talk about updates on myself. For those of you who weren't aware, I did recently go through a divorce. Nothing bad, we're friends, it's just we both decided that it was time to move on. So with that comes the decisions of, what you're keeping, where you're going to live, and that kind of stuff. And I determined that it would be best that I moved out because the place that we were living in was closer to her parents. So ultimately, I did choose to move out. For those of you who are at that age of renting your own place or buying your own house, the market right now is not the greatest. The price of renting a place has skyrocketed, at least in my area, and I'm sure that's the same in other areas as well. But to rent a place right now, it's cheaper just to buy a house. The problem with that is, buying a house right now is very tough. There's houses out there available, but not a whole lot. There's just not a lot out there right now. And if you do find a house, especially one that's, within the budget that you're looking for, you have to expect to bid quite a lot higher than maybe what it's worth, just because there's so much competition right now, people trying to buy a house. And that all comes back to the pandemic and, nobody moving or anything like that. And because, unemployment, all that stuff. And we're not going to get into that, but I'm doing everything I can to get to the point where I can, get back on my feet and move out and that kind of stuff. So for the time being, my super awesome sister has let me move in with her. She made me as comfortable as possible. She converted her entire basement to be my lair, if you will. So I got some beds down here. I got my computer all set up so that I can keep projects going and, not lose my sanity. So shout outs to my sister. I appreciate it. Love you. By the way, my sister was also the voice of Tina in Dashie's Paranormal activity. There was a little bit of effects on her voice, so it's not like it's her true voice, but she was the one that provided that voiceover for that. So moving in, the first couple months, my internet situation was not very great, to say the least. I would be constantly, losing, cutting in and out. It was hard to do just about anything on the internet. So the first couple months, I did everything in my power to get it better. And it is better. It still drops out and it's still laggy if I'm playing online games. So live streams are definitely out of the question, but at least I'm to a stable point where I can, work on assets and whatnot for the games that I'm working on and all that kind of stuff. So, I've just been working, doing everything I can to save money, to get a place of my own, a place for my kids to stay and that stuff. So I've been working on the games, as I can, in between work and that kind of stuff. And speaking of work, there was actually a week where everybody at my work got COVID, and I was only one of 2 people that did not get it. And me being the manager, I had to step up and cover the business and basically fill in. So for that week, I actually ended up working 65 hours, which kind of sucks because leading up to that, I was really going hard, pause, on the Dashie game, and I was making some huge progress. And the week that I had to work the 65 hours, I was just so burned out. And by the time I got done with that, it just, I couldn't get mentally back into anything computer related for at least a couple weeks. I would just load up my computer. I'd have Unreal Engine loaded on one screen. I'd have YouTube on the other. And the next thing I know, I'd start a YouTube video with the intention of it being background noise. And, fast forward, the next thing I know, it's time for bed, and I hadn't even touched Unreal Engine because I was just, in just a phased out daze. But no, we're getting there. It's a struggle, lots of obstacles, but my family's been great. My kids are super supportive. The Discord community, they've been super supportive. I tend to provide updates to them on Discord, and everybody in there has been super great. So for those of you who are in the Discord that are listening or watching this video, I appreciate y'all. It's super appreciated is what I'm getting at. Next topic I want to talk about is gameplays. I'm not really playing any games at the moment aside from Minecraft with my kid and occasionally World of Warcraft. My friend recently tried to get me back into that. I played for like an hour and I just couldn't get into it. I almost feel guilty when I play World of Warcraft because, every, hour that I put into that, I just mentally tell myself, hey, that's an hour you could have put into a project or something like that. Speaking of Minecraft, I did start a new Minecraft channel. I'll put a link in the description. Have not uploaded a video yet, but the videos are coming soon. I'm treating that more as a chill, relaxed type channel, almost like a cleanse the brain palette, if you will. So if I'm ever just, on the verge of feeling burned out or anything like that, I'll probably just play some Minecraft, make a couple videos, have a series going, just something different, just so that I don't burn myself out. And Minecraft is one of those games where you could just log in, not really have a goal, and just play. Just maybe you just want to build something. It's fun. I enjoy it. Regarding new gameplay videos, I would definitely like to start doing those again. I do enjoy, making gameplay videos. I enjoy editing them. I enjoy adding funny, edits and memes and stuff to it to add some humor and some jokes and, make fun of myself, that kind of stuff. So I definitely want to do that again. That'll come down to, what games I want to play. I did check out the new Resident Evil. When I say check out, I don't mean I played it, but, I did see like a short couple gameplays, like a Dashie playing it and stuff like that. And it looked interesting, so I stopped watching because I figured I might want to check that out. Maybe do a series on my channel as well. Check out this tall, thick vampire lady that everybody's slobbering over. So that's a possibility. Definitely want to do that. And probably maybe a series where I continue playing like 3 horror games or something off itch.io. Just something fun. Or, you guys have any suggestions of games you'd like me to check out? I'm more than willing to check them out. Next topic would be new projects. I do actually, or I should say I did invest a lot into tools and whatnot to really help my game design get to the next level. Tools to help me build characters, tools to build music for the games, tools for texturing and all that stuff, because I really wanted to get to that next level and make games that not only are fun but look good. So to test some of these new tools, I did make a new game. It's a gag project, if you will, and essentially just to make fun of a YouTuber that recently did some stuff that he shouldn't have done. And it's a YouTuber that I used to watch because we share the same fandom. But I will not go more into details. You might actually see some gameplay behind me if I decide to add some as I'm editing this video. But I'll release another video to talk a little more in depth about this whole situation with the YouTuber and provide a download link to play the game. It's completely free. It's just a short, fun gag game just to kind of make fun of them. But yeah, that's coming either later tonight or tomorrow. No work tomorrow, so I should be able to get it out. And then there's a few other small games that are in the work. I really started focusing on multiplayer because I'd like to get to the point where I can make games that people can play together, especially with the community that we're building. I have a lot of cool, interesting people in the community on Discord. So it'd be cool to build some games that they can all play together. So, lastly, the final update here I wanted to talk about, and probably the update everybody's waiting for, Dashie's Paranormal activity. Over the past few months, I did work a good bit on the game. As many of you know, this game was originally just intended to be just like a simple, a small, simple game, about 1 to 2 levels. But since then, since Dashie played the original demo, I've got so much huge positivity and support surrounding this game that I didn't want to stop there. And over the year that it took for him to play the new demo, I must have rewritten the story 10 times, because every time I thought I had everything set in stone, I'd be like, oh, it'd be super cool to add this enemy, or I definitely got to do this environment. So I'd end up rewriting it. But now we're to the point where we're going to have 6 full levels, 8+ bosses. And then when the final level is done, we're going to do a complete overhaul of the first level. So that's right. The first level that Dashie's played with the plushie, that's going to be completely overhauled. It's going to be scarier, it's going to be more intense, and Dashie's not going to expect it. So bear with me with this game. Like I said, it is going to be a very large game, and I'm working on it by myself. So yeah, I want it to be good. I want it to be great. So I'm going to put a lot of time into it, and it's going to unfortunately take some time. And regarding time, that's going to lead me to the Steam store. The date that I did have planned to release the game was May 12th. And there's a reason I chose that date. May 12th was actually my birthday. So I knew in reality getting it done by May 12th probably was not going to happen, because I still had a lot to do, a lot of assets to make. But I was hopeful. I was hoping that somehow the stars would align and, the perfect storm would generate, and I would be able to get all this work done by May 12th and have this cool launching of the game by my birthday as a celebration. But, there's just too much to do and too much stuff, too much stuff going on in my life. A lot of obstacles that I'm trying to work through. Bear with me. The plan now is to finish up the level that I am working on now, and kind of have it be a very large demo, and release it to Steam here, hopefully within the next month, so that those of you who want to play it can play it. So it'll be like an early access on Steam. And then as I finish new levels, I will just go ahead and upload it to Steam. And then you can just download the update and keep playing as I release updates to the game. Keep in mind, though, if you do that, I do plan on overhauling the first level. So if you do play through as I'm creating it, eventually you'll have to replay the first level as well. While we are discussing the game, I did want to give a huge shout out to all of you who have submitted suggestions as well as images for use in the game. It's super appreciated. When I release a video and you leave a comment, I read every comment. I give it a heart, whether it's good or bad, because I appreciate the feedback. So if you could keep them coming, the suggestions, the photos, it's not too late to give me your fan art for the maze level that Barney's in. So I will put a link to the email that you can send those images to if you like, or there is a channel on the Discord channel that you can submit them to as well. Aside from the main Dashie game, I have worked on other variations of the game, including multiplayer and VR. Some of you that are in Discord may have seen me testing out the VR version of the game, or at least my kid was playing it. Whether or not these variations will turn into a game of their own is still to be seen. We'll see how the main game does first. But in the meantime, it was still at least fun to test, multiplayer, playing the plushie level in VR. It was fun and exciting. So that's really all I have for you guys today. As far as updates, again, I plan on releasing numerous videos here over the next week. Spoiler videos for the Dashie game, videos for the other game that I just made. I would love to sprinkle in some gameplay videos here and there as well. So before I did that, I just wanted to send out an update video, just to keep you guys in the loop, let you know I appreciate you. So with that said, I am going to leave you all here, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, everyone.